Hello, everybody. It is another Friday where we are channeling messages, and I have my spirit guides around me, Archangel Erik, my guardian angel Sebastien, Master Jesus, Mother Mary, and whoever else that you guys need to call in. I am calling them in. So thank you all for being here. Hello, Melody. Hi, Saul. Hi, Enjoy. Great to see everyone. Hi, June. Hello, BG. Hi, Angela. Hello, Jay. Hi, Sam. Beautiful. Hi, Grace. All right. I'm going right to the top here, and I'm going to try something different today where I'm not going to be showing names on the wall, but I will say your name. So I'm just going to check it out and see what I can do. And just by saying your name, and I'll timestamp it and go that way. As usual, if you're able to use some hearts, I am going to just put the ticker tape up at the bottom there. So the ticker tape just says to use hearts, or letting you know if you don't want me to use your name, let me know, and I will do that. And this is the last episode that I'll be doing this over the Christmas break. So I'll be taking some time off. So this is the last one I'll be doing until the new year. So thank you all for being here. Yay! Awesome. Thanks, everybody. I really appreciate you being here. So let me go to the top here, and I'm going to start with, hey, Melody. Yes, definitely early. Great. I'm going to start with Saul here. I think today might be a short one, but that's okay. So I'm starting with Saul, and Saul is asking for a message. So who wants to come in? Saul, I'm not exactly sure who is here, but I feel rather light energy coming in that is intensifying. And what does Saul need to hear right now? Saul, I kind of feel that you're torn right now. That there's a feeling of being pulled into two different directions. Yeah, and I almost get it's part of your existing 3D world, your mom role, what you're doing for the family. I think it centers around. It feels like it's around the holiday. So with the holiday traditions, there is the anxiety of being that traditional mom role that everyone has expected you to be in before, and they're seeing you in this mom role, but that's not who you are anymore. And I feel like this torn of wanting to reveal yourself, to say, like, this is who I am. This isn't this person that you've seen for the past X number of years. I'm not the mother role that you define me out. I'm so much more than this small little piece that you've pigeonholed me in. So I'm feeling that you're torn between these two things and really sharing the true essence of who you are. So you being at these crossroads, what happens if she picks a direction? So if you pick the mom role and you just stay in the position that you're known as, you will continue to have this pull and heaviness about you. But if you decide to speak about this, there will be a great liberation and emotional release that will open you up even further. So this really is your choice in this time of what you want to do with this, whether you want to open yourself up or not. And it really comes down to free will, but just think about or meditate on your decisions of who you want to be and how you want to share who you are, Saul. So, Saul, I hope that resonates for you. Please let me know. Please let me know. I hope you get through this. It sounds really, really interesting. Okay, Melody, I am coming to you. And again, today I'm going to try not to show names on the screen, but I will timestamp it, and I'm going to be putting this into the description afterwards. So I'm coming over to Melody now. And Melody says, if I can ask, please, why my daughter getting sick lately? This is not like her. Okay, what's going on with Melody's daughter? Why is she getting sick? I'm feeling a couple of things. One is that there's a necessity for her body to get the antibodies or the natural immunity from the sickness that will help her against the upcoming season. So the idea of getting a cold or getting a sickness isn't necessarily a bad thing. It is the body building up its defenses, its immune system. So don't think of this as a bad thing. Think of it as a good thing. She's empowering herself. The body is empowering itself, getting stronger. And this is a necessary step to adjust to the different bacteria and I guess systems that are coming into the body for it to adjust. I am also feeling that there is a little bit of separation. Like I'm just going to say it as it's coming to me because it's not like I can really understand or interpret it. But what I'm seeing is that there's a feeling of separation of her being the oldest and maybe not getting the attention that she's wanted. Like there's a little bit of jealousy from her younger brother. That there is a bit of an emotional component to this as well. That she may need a little bit of nurturing and a little bit of talk, where you talk to her soul or talk to her really closely to let her know that she's loved and not going to be abandoned and not going to be secondary to any of this. That she just kind of feel, I guess, because her younger brother just being so young requires a little bit more attention. So I feel like there's a bit of separation there that's putting her into a mood. So I'm feeling those two things. One is the emotions, the separation of feeling neglected in being older, which you're not, but this is just her that she needs a little bit of talk to. So she's not being neglected, but she's just feeling that way. And then the second part is this is natural with the body adjusting to what's happening here. So Melody, I hope that resonates for you. Yeah, that's, I don't know. We'll see. That's what's coming to me. Okay, and Joy, I'm coming to you now. And let me timestamp Enjoy. And Enjoy, hello. A message. You're welcome. Okay. What is the message that Enjoy needs to hear right now? Enjoy. I'm feeling you're a little bit frustrated, possibly a little bit lost right now. It's almost like I'm hearing the word directionless. That you want to go one way in how you're, and I get it has to do with your YouTube, with your messaging that you get out there, and it's like you're getting really in your head on what to say, how to say it, or what you're going to be talking about, and then there's a need to get yourself out there. But what I'm hearing from this is be patient with this as you figure out what your groove is. You're figuring out what you want to do and how you want to do it. So just be patient with yourself as you figure out your groove. Once you establish your groove or your way to talk, how you're going to be displaying yourself, the reach out to people coming to you is going to come naturally for you. It's not necessarily a rush thing. It's going to come to you a little bit more naturally. So really it's more just a question of, it's more just a message of being patient while you while you just build yourself up. So just keep doing what you're doing, and you will naturally get the followers that you need to get. You'll naturally get the ability that you need in order to get the followers. So that will be happening in time. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm getting for you. So I hope that resonates. Enjoy. Thank you for asking that question. Saul, your timing is perfect. Dear, okay. That's nice. Okay, BG is asking for a message from Erik. Yeah, let me just mark you BG. And again, I'm going to be putting this into the description afterwards. So if anyone is not here, you can go into the description and find your name after. Okay, Erik. What, can you give a message for BG? What does she need to know right now? First thing I heard was, you're effing doing it. Okay, you want to elaborate on that? And I'm seeing there's a lot of turmoil around you in your community, in your city, town, province, and I'm he's giving you a thumbs up for not being sitting in that fear, that you're sitting in your own space and love, even though there's a bit of a back and forth that happens here. But for the most part, you're doing it, and you're on that side of love, knowing the bigger picture of things, and just having an understanding and knowing, just being in your space. I'll give you more on that. So I'm hearing that there's going to be maybe a little bit of tension happening over Christmas, over the holiday season, and that that you're going to be called to a lot of parties or get-togethers, and this is a possibility of outing your beliefs that you have, because some people are very much living in fear, but you are not living in fear. So going to these parties or events that you're being invited to, it opens up the door for you to speak your mind and your opportunity, what you really are thinking. So they're saying that this is an opportunity of, I'll make that more clear, Erik. I feel that this is like a test of your voice. So you have a choice of whether you want to speak your truth. And it seems that this is becoming a common theme now. So you have a choice of whether you want to speak your truth during these Christmas parties and these events, or if you want to change the narrative and watch what you're saying here. So what happens if she doesn't speak her mind, doesn't say the truth? I'm gonna get like, I'm feeling a lot of heaviness in my chest and my throat by not speaking your truth. And again, this is an awakening. So I think this is a time for everybody to go through a test right now. And the test is that you can stand up and speak your truth, and maybe certain people will be walking away or stepping away, but eventually they're going to find out that, what you're doing and what you're saying has truth behind it, and that you're much more open and aware that they'll come to you for advice afterwards. Especially those that are a bit in the closet still. They might not speak to you openly in a party or an event or a gathering, but they will call you afterwards to get an opinion of your mind and find out more about this awakening, this awareness, because so many more people are going through awakening, but they're just afraid to talk about it, which is keeping them in fear. So I'm seeing this as an opportunity for you to use this this is my belief, this is what I think. And it's almost like a goodbye. You kind of walk into the group that it's just not you anymore. But then when you speak your truth, and it's almost like this is like a lesson that I need to hear as well, that when you speak your truth, they'll be able to make the decision of whether they want to stay, because you have no judgment. You love everybody equally. But these others that are living in fear or just might not have the same narrative or viewpoint as you, they'll make a decision. And either they'll go one way because of peer pressure and what they think society needs to say, or they're going to go another way. When they go the other way, they might publicly not say that they are with you, but they will reach out to you separately to get your thoughts and opinions and find out what you're doing. So I see this as another opportunity for you and everyone else who is on the fence about speaking your truth. It's like we all need to speak our truth right now, and that's really what I'm getting with all this. So I hope that resonates for you. You are welcome, Melody. I'm glad. Let me know. I'm really curious about that. Hi, Amy. Hi, Ingrid. Hi, Jenny. Hey, Mishi. Great to see you guys. Hi, Marie. Saul says, I'm definitely at a point where I'm feeling that it is time to reveal myself of who I really am. I began the process by posting a Reiki offering on my personal page. It is time to open up. Awesome. Good for you. That's a huge step, Saul. I know it took me a while to even to begin doing that, but even like the name Con Knight that I use isn't my real name. It's Con Mustafa. So it's I know. But for the most part, it's almost like my old self. It's just not who I am anymore. And a lot of the people I am telling, and that's opening up bit by bit as the opportunity comes up. But it's not like I'm really reaching out and telling people either, because I really don't care enough, to be honest. But it's coming bit by bit. So that's really cool. Good for you. Very good. You're much further ahead than I am. So good for you, Saul. All right, I am coming to Angela. And again, today I'm going to not use posting people's names on the screen. I'm going to just say your name and then I'll timestamp it and then put it in the description afterwards. So 1706 coming to Angela. Angela says, hello, Con, everyone. And may I have a message from Ashtar today? Thank you so much. Okay, cool. Ashtar, would you come in, please? Hello, Ashtar. Okay, what does Angela need to hear right now? What's your message for her? I don't know why, but I feel my hands need to come up like this. What does Angela need to hear? I'm feeling the pull within you, Angela. You're opening up, and I'm also feeling the struggle that's within you as you're going through your emotional demons, let's say. I feel you're giving love to those around you, but you're questioning yourself on the amount of love that you're giving, or is it really working? And I'm hearing resolve. Hang on to your resolve. Hold your resolve. This is really the pivotal moment of your manifestation of what you want around you in your life. As you adjust your own self and keeping the love, you're questioning the love that's within you, and you're questioning the love that you're giving to others around you in order to change them, or at least to put them into more vibrational match within you. So he's giving you the message of resolve. Keep going within yourself. Keep releasing within yourself. You're very much in that position of change within yourself. And this is it's the long road, but it's more about the consistency. There's the consistency needing of going through the different emotional releases within your system, going through the facing of the demons and the views and what you have in your mind. There's a need for you to look into this. And you are, you're flipping on both sides of where to go and how to do it there. So he's telling you the message to keep going with what you know, keep going with your heart. Because anytime you focus on your heart and your mind starts going off, as you bring yourself back into your heart and begin to breathe again, everything feels aligned. So what feeling do you want in your life? Do you want to live in that fear, that anxiety, that mind pulling you in other directions? Or do you want to be in peace and love that's within your heart? And every time you center yourself and you bring yourself back to yourself and you breathe in your heart, you are much more aligned to your higher self, your mindset. So I'm hearing this is what there's a need is for you, Angela, to every time you're feeling the anxious moment of being pulled in different directions, come back into your heart. That's where your necessity is. Come back into your heart. I hope that resonates with you. And you can reach out to me anytime if you want to talk about it. Just have a separate emotional release or whatever it is. Just reach out to me. You do that anytime. Cool. Okay. Let me come to the next one here. Hi, Jay. Okay, I'm just going to mark this so I know it's you. And let me see, 2120. Okay, Jay says, hi, Con. I wonder, did I have a life with the essence in Quamran? I feel so connected. If so, who was I? And maybe Mother Mary has a message. Okay. Let me see, Quamran. The essence of Quamran. Do you have a life? Did you have a life, Yolanda? You're asking a confirmation on something that you already know in your heart. And this is part of your awakening, that if you're feeling something deep within your heart and you have an alignment and a feeling, there's no need to question this because you know it's true within your heart. So if you really want to have confirmation within yourself, as you go into your meditation, which is something you need to do more of, you can ask that question before you go in and just sit within that energy and frequency of that past experience and live it for yourself without having to ask the question. So that is what I'm getting here, that yes, it is confirmation, but you already know this because you feel it. You have that within yourself. You have this deep resolve within you. It's like, this really resonates. It feels it. If I feel it in my heart, and if you're feeling it in heart, not in your head, because remember, your head is typically your mind, and the body and mind is of this world. But if you're feeling it in your heart and you're feeling it deeply within your heart, then that's pretty good confirmation that this is what's happening for you, especially if you then hear it maybe multiple times, that someone else talks about them. You're hearing it maybe 2 or 3 times just in basic confirmation. You're seeing it on a Facebook post or in some sort of social media or YouTube, that this is confirmation that you're seeing it in multiple times. Just like you might see numbers multiple times, you might see angel numbers multiple times. These are definite messages that they're trying to get your attention with. And that feeling that you're having within your heart is something that is there, Jay. So know that this question that you have within yourself is very true. So it's very true. You are feeling it. You know it. That's what it is. Mother Mary, do you have a message for her? And specifically for you, Jay, I'm feeling you're at the very beginning of your journey. And she's telling you to be kind on yourself. She's wrapping you with a blanket. So you're going to feel moments within yourself when you're quiet. You're going to feel like a little chill, or even and it should feel like a wrapping around you. And this is Mother Mary just comforting you in your time of need. So know that you're not alone as you're going through your transition of awakening, that all these emotions, all these feelings, all these things have been happening for you for over a decade. It's starting to crack and open, and you're seeing your true self. You're finding yourself within your heart. So your higher self is connecting with you. Your mind and body is needing to be controlled, and you're going to have some fights and adjustments as the mind and body hold on to what it's been doing for over 50 years. This has been in control. But now it is your time to regain control of the body and mind. So just be patient with yourself, be kind to yourself as you go through your transition, and know that Mother Mary is with you. And you will know this as you sense and just feel that warmth on top of your skin, that cuddling, that warmth. And so just tune into that and feel that. As you get that little moment, just pause and breathe into your heart and just feel and feel the love coming around you, and know that Mother Mary is with you. Outside of all your angels and guides, you have a massive team around you, and you're never alone. You are truly never alone, and they're guiding you along this path. So I hope that resonates for you. That's really, really cool. Good. Angela says, beautiful message from Attar, truly resonates with me. Good. I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you, Angela. Marivic, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, hun. Yay, birthday for Marivic. Beautiful. So happy, so happy. Hello, Sam. Okay. And Samruddhi, 26. Samruddhi is asking for an ancestor's message. Maybe a translator for ancestor's message. Are they high vibe? So this is what I'm getting. Typically, ancestors are typically going through their learning processes themselves. So they're kind of caught. They're not. You think about like an angel or high guides or extended masters. Their frequency is very high, very open. I only allow the highest frequencies for the greatest good of all, just kind of greatest love, and these are typically very high vibe beings. And I'm feeling your past ancestors as well. So they're kind of in between the cusp of this. They're very loving, but they're also very caught up in the world, and they're going through their own emotionals that they're carrying over from lifetime to lifetime, which is typical for many of us. So when we tap into the ancestors, the message is a little bit mixed. So I'm asking my guys to be the translator in this, and they're going to give me the message based on the highest good, pulled out from the ancestors' message. So, okay, I feel Master Jesus coming through Yeshua on this. And Yeshua, what is the message from the ancestors? I'm feeling the pull between you on here. And Samruddhi, I'm seeing there is your obligation to the ancestors. This is many years of conditioning that's expected of you. And these are cultural. So your cultural expectations are there, and it's typically very heavy for you and your family of the expectations expected of you. But on the other side, you are having your awakening, and you are connecting with other beings that aren't necessarily your ancestors. And I'm feeling the guilt within you for connecting with these other higher vibrational beings or these other beings, and that the ancestors you feel are that you're disrespecting them. But there is no disrespect here. As you connect into these higher beings and guides, they are the same guides to the ancestors. So your ancestors are also learning from them as well. And as they are receiving consultation, they're taking it back and they're applying it to their own lives as they relive them, or their own past experiences, to understand what they were going through, to understand the mistakes that they made in their past life. So it's like almost like a classroom setting, an education setting. So the guilt that you're feeling of connecting with these higher guides, they're essentially saying don't feel guilty about this, because these higher ascended beings, the teachers that we might call on earth, are also the teachers of your ancestors. So you're receiving their blessing to continue to explore the other ancestors, not the other, the ascended masters and angels that are considered a little bit taboo for you, because they're not necessarily in line with the cultural beliefs and lessons that you've learned culturally from this. So the answers are saying it's okay. Those are all our teachers as well. So go for it. You are not offending anyone. Just continue to follow your heart. And if it resonates with you, then you're on the right path. If you're using your mind and you're feeling guilt and anger and shame, these are human and mind conditions that you're getting here that is so far beyond you that isn't necessary. You don't need to hold on to that. So you do have the approval of your ancestors to look at these other beings. You are okay, and you have their blessing. Great question. I think that's something that's anyone that is stuck culturally to look at as well. So thank you for sharing that. Hey, animation. Hey, Jay. Okay, you're welcome. Have a great holiday with your loved ones. I will. Yeah, I'm going to be taking a good week and a half off there. This is my last channeling Friday for the year. I should be wearing a Christmas hat, but at least, let me see, is it on this side? Yeah, there it is right there. Rita put up a new sign there, and she gave me a poinsettia on this side, and my little joy thing on there. It is right there, just above the joy symbol. So she's Christmased. Oh, I think, and I just kind of noticed these things over here that she. Oh my God, something new every day. I love that. My wife is amazing. Gosh, how lucky am I to have such a loving wife? Okay, June, I'm coming to you. And June, timestamp 3106. Okay, June is asking, how can I see the color of people's auras? I can see white auras around myself and others when I focus. The white aura, I see outlines then, and it's like putting a glowing light behind them. Yeah, this is it. So typically, if you want to be seeing auras, you guys want to give me some guidance on this? So this is how you begin. You can have them stand behind a white wall or a plain wall and have them stand in front of it. But instead of looking directly at them, you almost want to be looking and seeing through them, and just soften your gaze and just look beyond them. So you're looking at them, but you're also looking at the entire scope of everything around you. So you're softening your gaze. Have them on a white background. And as you see them on a white background, that's where you should be start to see different colors, like the violets and the blues and the yellows that might come off of some of these auras, even the golds that you might see. And you're going to see the different colors that will come there. So this is what I'm saying is what you can do. And really it comes down to practice, June. You are doing it. The ability of seeing the white glow of people is really just the beginning. But you should actually see more if you have them on a different background, on a white background. You should be able to see the other auras around them. And again, it really just comes down to practice. So every time you see somebody, especially if they're behind a white background, just soften your gaze and see what you get. And there is no right or wrong answer in any of this practice. Even when I'm doing here, whether it's right or wrong, this is what's coming to me, and this is what I'm just speaking what's coming to me. So just like you, when you see somebody and you look at their auras, whatever you get, there is no right or wrong with it. It's what you're getting is the interpretation based on where you are right now in your stage of opening and growth. So be kind to yourself as you go through this, and just keep doing it. Just doing it. There's no right or wrong here. Just keep doing it. I hope that resonates, June. Yeah, give it a try and let me know how that works out. I think we have like a one-on-one coming up soon too, so I'm really excited about that. Hey, Grace. Okay, so hey, Marianne. And Mary, timestamp you, 3338. And Mary says, a message for my friend Albert, please. I'd like to know how much, I'd like him to know how much I appreciate his friendship. Albert, would you come in, please? Okay, so I'm getting a translator on this one. And I'm feeling Albert, he knows this, because when you talk to him, when you do talk to him, he hears you. It's not like he can't hear you. It's that you can't hear him. And I'm feeling that you actually would be able to hear him first, even behind other angels, but his energy isn't overly that strong for him to communicate, which is why he might come through other sources to communicate with you, because his energy is there, but it's not as strong, let's say, like Master Jesus or Mother Mary. Well, I mean, not for anybody. I mean, I guess he's feeling himself that his inability to communicate is a little bit hindered. But he does hear you. And Albert, what do you want to say? It's like I'm seeing the flashes of a box and a dog. So it's like, it's kind of, there's like, almost like he's trying to direct me to some sort of object or some sort of something. And I'm seeing, it's like a black box or some sort of box. And then I'm seeing a flash of a dog and a box and then and a dog. And it almost looks like it's like a big dog with a droopy face and long ears, like a hound of some sort. But it's also gray. Maybe it's more than one dog. Okay, well, what's the message between the box and the dog? And I'm getting that maybe this is something that he gave to you, that there's a connection between the two of you, that when you touch it or you see it, you think of him. And he's saying that when you actually do have your messages and you're around that box or this dog, or you think about this hound dog, that you are connecting with his spirit and energy. And that's when his energy is called in the greatest. As you tune into your energy and thought, and you just kind of shift your attention to energy there, that is you calling in the spirit of Albert. And you can just sit there in his frequency. And as you just sit there, you can just feel him. And that is the best time to feel him, as you hold on to this box or the image of, I'm feeling you hold on to this box and the image of the hound. And as you just kind of sit there and hold on to the image, and you hold on to the image of Albert, you'll bring in his frequency, which you'll then be able to align yourself with him. And as you do that, you'll put your body and mind into attunement with this frequency, and be able to communicate with him better at that point. That's what I'm getting, Mary. It's really kind of cool. I'm really curious about that. So let me know, because that's really cool. That's really cool. June says, thanks, Con. It was very helpful. Looking forward to reaching out to you later on this month. Have a great day. Awesome. Thank you. Hey, Wendy. Hello, Marivic. You're welcome, Samruddhi. Okay, let me come back to my spot here. Okay, I'm coming to Grace. Hello, Grace. And Grace 3729. And Grace says, I would like a message from my dragon guide, and I know what is their name, please. Okay. Grace's dragon guide. Wow, that's a lot of power coming through. I just feel it right through my back, my head. And it's just a lot of energy. And there's just a huge amount of energy. And I'm almost hearing the word, the name Cedric. And it's kind of like I'm almost hearing it like with a medieval type English accent. Cedric. My name is Cedric. Henceforth, the name I call myself. That's kind of what I'm hearing. Okay, so what is the message for Grace, Cedric? All right, I'm getting heart expansion. He aligns himself with that name. It's almost a feeling of it's like a feeling of sickness, like there's a knot happening in my stomach here. So as I'm feeling the energy of Cedric that's expanding in my back and my head, I'm having a lot of tightness across my stomach, right across my intestines, just underneath my ribs, from one side of my belly to the other. And I'm feeling a lot of tension and knots. And it's like you're putting yourself into this knots, or this is the frequency that he's bringing into you. And the feeling is for you to let go of the uncomfort that you're feeling, and to align yourself into the energy, and just settle yourself into the energy that you're receiving of this of this piece, that is one part of it, but the other part of the message is to don't get yourself up in knots. It's like you're very hard on yourself, that you're treating all of this work about connecting with your guides, connecting with the angels, connecting with Cedric, and it's like you're making it like a lesson plan. Like, I have to do this. This is part of my homework, and it almost is that that the Asian continent, that whole kind of Middle Eastern, Asian type of thing. It all is about discipline. Part of it is education, but there's the discipline component. So it's about working so hard to get above and beyond the pack that's there. So grace for you. I'm feeling this need for you to study. Like you're turning this into a study, and it's no longer becoming. It's beyond fun. And if you really want to open up yourself up with all this work that you're doing, just know that this has to be creative. It has to be fun. So don't turn this into homework. Don't turn this into, I have to study. This is, I get to study. This is my fun time. I get to go play now. So switch your thinking and your feeling to this is playful. It's joyful. It's like, oh, look, my stomach, it's knotted. And it's not that you're knotted from like, I'm not doing the work. It's knotted. Oh, that's cool. And let me just explore that a little bit. So become a little bit more creative in your exploration as you're connecting with your guides, connecting with Cedric. I'm getting the need to go for more of a playfulness. Even though a lot of these angels and guides and spirits that you bring in are more serious, there still is a playfulness that needs to be happening. There's a creativity. There's a curiosity that needs to happen here, Grace. So get into the curiosity of what you're pulling into. That's what I'm getting for you to pull in your curiosity. Cool. Let me know how that turns out for you. That's really cool. Enjoy. Very festive decorations. Yeah, that's all Rita. All that stuff is all Rita. Where am I going here? Anyways, all that is Rita. So my beautiful wife. So lucky. Hi, Anne. Okay, so NS. Let me timestamp NS. Can I get a message from my grandfather? Okay. Grandpapa, would you come in, please? He almost has like a Santa laugh that he kind of came in with. And I feel he's very lighthearted, jolly. He has that energy of Santa, I guess. He presents himself as playful. Like he loves children. He's very creative, and I can see that twinkle in his eye. And he really is presenting himself, and as a Santa, and he has that energy about him that he's showing me the joy that you had as a child. There's this wonderment within your own eyes as you approached Christmas and the decorations and the magic of Christmas. And I'm seeing the need for you to allow that to unfold in the eyes of your children is what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing. That the kids almost need a little bit more. They need to see the magic that's within you, the magic, the inner child that you experienced as that magical moments as you're going through what Christmas is. As you look deeply, I can see you grabbing like a Christmas ornament and you're just looking deeply into it, and you're looking at all the specks on the ornament, and you're looking into the reflection, and you're looking into your eye, and you just have this mystical wonderment about you as you're trying to look through the crystal ball within this ornament. And I'm getting the sense for you to share that mysticism that you had as your inner child as you approach Christmas for your kids. Now, I get that they might be a little bit older, the feeling is, but there's a need and a wanting to show that the inner child is within them, of regardless of what age they're at. I get that they're young, but it's almost like they're kind of on the cusp of just starting to come out of believing in Santa and believing in the magic of all this. So there's a need for them to continue the magic within them, to continue the creativity of Christmas, that the magic comes in there, Anne. So that's what I'm feeling for you, Anne. It's that's what I'm getting from your grandfather, to move your attention back into your inner child, the wonderment that you had, and to share that with your kids. So I hope that resonates. That's really cool. I think, and again, I think that's something for all of us that we experience. Okay. Marie is asking 4521. So Marie is asking for a message for her son, Ryan. Okay. What does Ryan need to hear? It's almost like I'm getting that he didn't ask for it, and he's older now, and it's not like we have his permission, but it doesn't mean that we can't get a message for him. And I'm hearing the message of work-life balance. He's at this age that it's all about securing your financial future, having a house, having cars, having investments. He's at that stage in life where it's all about accumulating wealth, which is very typical of young people who are in that. As you have the education, you have the schooling, you're getting a job, you're becoming he's a young adult, and he's walking on his own. But there's also, I'm also getting the feeling of you changing your lifestyle and moving from one part of the country and moving to the other, moving from east to west. And I'm feeling that that he sees this. He does see what you've done here. So it's almost like there needs to be a follow-up to this conversation. And I can almost hear you guys just having a quiet moment together. And I almost see like there's like a nice warm fire. You guys are just having some wine. It's a very peaceful, enjoyable bonding moment. And I see you bringing up the questions like, do you know why I moved? I changed my life from one side to the other. And he's going to be thinking that he has his own thoughts of why you did that. But this is your opportunity to say, I didn't do it just for that. I also did it because I'm following my heart. And as I shifted, I moved away from the hustle and bustle of the city. That was the requirement of working and paying the rent of really expensive rent, and or the place, the high mortgage, and having this and getting all the stuff. But be moving into the spiritual side of things, I had an awakening, and this is what it was. So I'm seeing this as an opportunity to share really why you moved and what's within your heart, Marie, and because it's just so much more than just being closer to family. It's so much more because I'm getting the sense you moved to the city to have that career in life, and you were in there, you stayed there because it was the action, it was everything, it was the hustle and bustle. But as you get into your heart and open yourself up, you see that family is one aspect of it, but really it's the spiritual side of things, about opening. It doesn't matter where you are, where family is. There's an opening to the greater family. It's our family beyond the five senses, and that is the true family that's there, and that you guys together have walked many lives and you've birthed them, and that's never going to change. But there's also a greater family to be shared with. So that's what I'm hearing is that there's an opportunity for you to share that really personal side of you, that and he's open to it. He really is an open person, and that would almost help plant the seed within him, so that as he progresses in his own life, that he'll kind of always remember that seed that you planted about having it's the bigger picture. It's not just about accumulating wealth. It's the bigger picture of awareness. And that's what I'm getting, Marie, which is really cool. Yeah, that's really cool. Thank you. And enjoy. I got you at the beginning. So if you look about 8 minutes in, that's when I got a message for you. And if you were looking for something different, reach out and ask again. Hello, beautiful Jenny. Can't wait. Enjoy. Saul wants to join your Facebook page. Beautiful. Hello, beautiful Michelle. The lovely Michelle Y. Okay. And Michelle is asking, I'd love a message for my higher self, whatever is important. Love you. Love you too, Mishi. Okay, Mishi. Higher self. Will you come in, please? I'm feeling so much more love from your higher self and from within you, Michelle. I'm feeling how everything is just settling now, and there's a peace that comes along with it. And Michelle, I'm just feeling so much more better, content, peaceful, more loving to myself, my body and mind. And your higher self is beginning to have more of a relationship with your mind and body as it begins to take over the leadership of your mind and body. And I'm almost feeling like there's almost a completeness to this of the work that you've been working so diligently on for so long now, that it's you're within like the last 4 to 5% of completing of that releasing that you needed to have, and you're just so close. And you're really kind of good to kind of coast now on what you're doing, but even though you won't, because you're just immersing yourself in the work and it's so good and it's so expansive, that now you're going to be entering into the next phase of your development, that you're going to be opening yourself up to really something new for you to learn. It's going to be coming through for you. I'm feeling like January, February, and it's a new awareness expansion, some sort of life lesson for you, for your growth and journeying. I'm seeing that there is some sort of travel that's involved with them and exploration that you're going to be going on. And this exploration, I think it's now for finding the commune or the property or the place that you're looking for, to find this other external community that that's been dropped in as a message for you for so long now, that that you're ready to begin the exploration. I can kind of see it's like a combination of you, like in hiking gear, or even on like on a dog led sled, and they're showing me the image of you packing up the sled and you're going on this great journey, and you're going to be beginning that around late January, mid to mid February. That the opportunity is going to be showing yourself, that you're going to say, okay, there's my destination. It's time for me to go check that out. And now your journey is going to be going of your physical journey that you're going to be exploring. So this is coming for you, and that's the feeling I'm getting is coming this late January to mid February, that it'll be coming up for you. Very excited for you, Michelle. I hope that kind of resonates for you. Very cool. Okay, I'm just going to check the comments here before I come back to you, Jenny. Hey, Doc. Hi, Dee. Hey. Okay. Oh, good. Samruddhi says the message resonated. Good. I'm glad to hear that. And Mary says, I have a Beagle Hound mix who is black and white. I think I know the box he may be referring to. It was not a gift from him, but he would have thought it was cool. It's a little plaque casket. Oh, cool. I love that. Love that. That's really cool. Okay, cool. I'm coming back here because I'm going to get lost in trying to find comments. So I'm just going to stick and just go one by one. There it is. Hey, Jenny. Okay, beautiful Jenny. And Jenny, let me timestamp you. So Jenny says, message for today. All right. Who's coming in for Jenny? Jenny, I'm getting your inner child coming through. And I'm just seeing little Jenny here, and she's so very cute. And she's just in this little pink frilly dress. Their little frilly socks and black strappy shoes. It's all shiny and very, very childish. You're presenting yourself as like 5 or 6 years old. And she's just skipping and laughing. And I'm getting a feeling of freedom that she's finally been allowed out to play. And I can see her curiosity. She's skipping and jumping, and I can see her like kneeling down. She's looking at caterpillars and touching, touching your dog's nose and just boop, and boop, just touching the crinkling in the nose, and the dog's looking at her, and she's just enjoying the wonderment. And I can see you just enjoying the wonderment of Mr. T and looking at his face and just looking at all the crinkles and the sparkle in his eye and the beauty in his skin and his round and his perked ears. And you're just enjoying all the lines and you're just immersing yourself in the beauty and love of it all, very childlike. And there's this feeling of, oh, finally I'm free. She's so free and happy and she's so curious now. And it's like, oh, what's that? And what's that? And what's that? And now the curiosity, as you've let this little girl out, the curiosity begins. And this is where the real fun and the exploration within your childlike self is really going to grow. So she's just kind of peeked out the door and she's feeling comfortable now that the exploration of her childlikeness, Jenny, is really coming through. So honor that. Continue to enjoy the fun, the curiosity that you're having. Now that you've gotten over this emotional release, this opening within yourself, you're beginning to really see yourself and you're letting go of things. I'm feeling you continue to letting these emotions go and more of this little girl will be coming out. So there's a true honor and wonderment of what's happening for you. So just keep going on your journey. You're very well protected. You have your soul family that's around you, and no one's going to be doing taking that away from you. You're very well connected, and your child loves you for it, Jenny. Thank you for asking that question. That was really cool. Really cool. Thank you. Okay, Amy H. Let me timestamp you. 2736. So Amy is asking, I'd love a message that wants to come through for me. Yeah, totally. Okay. And as you see, I'm just saying messages today. So I'm going to put it all into the description. I'm just going to see what it's like. Let me know whether you like the images, names being shown or not. I'm just playing with it and see what happens. I was just guided to do it this way. So let me know if you like it without the names or with the names being shown on screen. And Amy is asking, I'd love a message that wants to come through for me. I'm feeling your female guide is here. And what does Amy need to hear right now? I'm seeing you, you're making cookies. But you're making, it's like you're making more fun, creative cookies that might be outside of what you normally do. So I'm hearing this, she's saying use this opportunity for your creative exploration with cookies, with your artwork of what you're doing with the cookies. Try something new. And I'm almost seeing like a shortbread / sugar cookie type, one of the two, but it's more so about the shape that you're creating out of it and the decorations that you're putting onto it. And there's going to be great joy in making a lot of these cookies, and you're going to find a lot of happiness in this, not only for your family, because your house is full of males, and of course, males through the best way through their hearts is through their stomach, and nothing beats mom's cookies. And I'm seeing you making these cookies, which they love, possibly reducing the sugar in them so that it's not necessarily a traditional sugar cookie, but it's been reduced in sugar, maybe using some healthier alternatives. You can look at my wife's website, Rita, oasishealth.ca. You can look at her recipe section. She has lots of recipes on there. So you can find some alternatives of converting that into something a little bit more healthy. But beyond that, I'm seeing that you're having so much fun with this that you're packaging up your cookies and giving it out to some people, some neighbors, some people that are just in need of some love. And you're going to do that through cookies. I'm almost seeing you like giving cookies to homeless people. And it's in a cookie, you put it in a wrapper, it's wrapped up all sweet. And it's almost like your gift to possibly the homeless or people that are in need. I'm even seeing like families in need, that this little gift of a box of cookies, whether it's in a single cellophane package or in a brown paper little pretty bag, or giving a box of cookies to a family in need, I'm seeing you spreading joy that way, and really opening up people's hearts by making your creative cookies. So be creative with your cookie making and make a few and share it out with people. That's what I'm getting for you, Amy. I hope that resonates, and I wish I was closer to you to have one of your cookies, because now I want a cookie. So that's what I'm getting. I hope that resonates, Amy. That's really cool. And let me know if you do that. It's ultimately free will, but I'm also seeing that would be really fun to do. So do it. Have fun. Let me know. Hi, Ingrid. Okay, I'm just time-stamping Ingrid here. And again, I'm time-stamping this, and all this we put into the description afterwards, so you can catch your message if you've missed it. Ingrid says, hi, Con. Hope you're well. I'm doing amazing. Is there a message for me, please, as I'm feeling very anxious? Thank you. Okay. What does Ingrid need to hear right now for her anxiety? And I'm hearing faint laughing coming through, Ingrid. And I'm always hearing like, good, you're getting the anxiety. And I'm almost feeling that this is the ascension symptom. So there's a lot of energy coming down on Earth. And the anxiety that you're feeling right now is that we're like a salt shaker, and we're being shaken up, and all the little pebbles of salt or pepper are kind of flying out, and the anxiety is bubbling up to the surface, and this is what's coming out for you. And this is an opportunity for you to look at this emotion, this anxiety, and sit with it and feel the anxiety. It's like, oh, okay, anxiety, I see you. Thank you for showing yourself to me. And just sitting with it, and just sit with that anxiety. And I'm seeing that what you can do is use that guided emotional release that I have on my channel. You can sit with there and then bring in the anxiety and look at it in that meditative state, and use the guided meditation I put you through, and start to explore the feelings that you're having coming up. So that's the one big thing that we're having with these ascension symptoms, that we're calling it symptoms, and the pains and aches and whatever else. But really what's happening is that the body's being shaken up, and that all these things are coming up to the surface. And this is our opportunity of our awakening to explore those emotions that are coming up, the anxiousness, the pains that you're feeling within the body, the fatigue that you have within your system. These are all emotions, and this is energy that is in some sort of motion, and it's moved up to the surface for you to explore. So use that group guided release, that meditation that's on my channel, and use that with the different feelings that you're having. Specifically, this one in anxiety is what I'm getting for you. And in the new year, when I come back, I'll be opening up the guided, the one-on-one guided release. So I'll be opening that up in the new year, and I'll be moving over to a donation / pay what you feel the service was worth type of model. And not really having a set fee. So that's what I'll be doing in the new year. But anyways, outside of that, I'm seeing this is a need for you to go into your emotions and to tap into that. Anything else she needs to hear? You're being encouraged, because you're doing great. You're doing great, Ingrid. The team is really happy with you. You're opening up, you're asking the questions, your curiosity is there, like many of the people that are awakening right now. So there are over 2 billion people on the planet that are going through their awakening, and they have a lot of questions, and you are going through it. So they're celebrating you for your awakening, and they're saying to take heed of the message that's being put forward to you, and listen to it and feel with it if it resonates with you. Like any message that you're getting from any guide, including myself, anyone that comes through for you, These are messages that might be coming through, but it needs to resonate with you within your heart. So don't necessarily need and take every single word that's coming to you as gospel. You need to sit with it and feel it in your heart and see if that resonates. And if any messages that we're receiving, including myself, including anyone that comes around you, that can be presenting themselves as a false prophet, you need to resonate with you. Feel it in your heart first before you take it on fully. And that's what I'm hearing for you, Ingrid. That is a great question and a great and something great for everyone. Anyone that's going through awakening right now, this is good advice for everybody. Oh, good. BG, thank you, Con and Eric. Another perfect message. Oh, good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah, I definitely have time. Whoever is posting on here right now, regardless of it is, I'm going right to the end of the comments because this is high vibe for me. So there is no time limit. I'm doing everybody that leaves that wants a message to be channeled through. I'm doing it. So thank you for saying that and asking the opportunity for me to speak. Okay, so time stamping Marivic 47. Okay, so a message from Archangel Erik. It's my birthday today. Yay, happy birthday, 66 years old. 60 I'm hearing 66 years young because you got it, girl. And I'm seeing you in your dresses and the joie de vivre that you have within you. And I'm hearing him say, like, get it, girl, because like the color that you're having, the vibrancy as you're out, and I'm seeing you when you're outside and you're in the warmth and the sun is on you and you have this beautiful dress on, and it's almost like you're twirling and you're sitting on the bench and you're like, and the beauty of that you are within your clothing, but also what you're showing to others. And people are like walking by and say, wow, she's a good looking lady. Like, she's a good looking girl. Like, wow, she's cute. And they get up to you and they walk closer and they can feel your energy, the vibe within you, the love within you. And Marivic, like, he's like 66 years young, and you're just so much vibrant and love. You're just being celebrated for you to not only show your kids the life and vibrancy that you are, but also your friends. You are the center of this, your family, that you like to take care of yourself. You like to put the makeup on. You like to put the pretty dresses on because it makes you feel good. And he's like, get it, girl, like, honor it. Like, that is you. Like, and I can see you dancing and doing, different dances and like salsa and merengue, and you're just kind of dancing. But it's just free and loving. So this is what I'm getting for you, Marivic. You are being celebrated of that. Now, you might not always feel that way because you have these moments within yourself, but this is really who you are inside. Like, you're so loving, you're so connected, you're so open, and share that with the world, because the world needs people like you, especially those that are sitting in fear. They need to be able to look at a person who is in love, and you are love. I can feel like, there is a bit of fear that comes up, but primarily you are love and you're open, and you've taught your kids that, and your kids see that and they learn from you, because you're just pure love, Marvich, pure love, and you're so beautiful. And I'm just being told to say this, but I also feel this in my heart. It's thank you. Thank you for being the beautiful human that you are, to helping others, opening up, and to show what it means to follow a path of love. Thank you for being one of these people. It kind of chokes me up, and I just feel the love within me that's being expressed, and I do feel that there's just so much love with that. Well done, Marivic. Thank you for being you. Great question. Thank you. Okay, Karen. Timestamp Karen here. 07. And Karen is asking, yeah, it's been a little while. Like what, 10 hours? Can I get the names or name of my guides or angels? Okay. Who wants to step forward, and what names are we getting? I'm feeling male guardian angel coming through. I'm feeling the guides that are in the background, but specifically the male guardian angels coming through. And I'm hearing multiple names come through. But what he's kind of saying to me is that it's not necessarily so much about the name, but it's the vibrational frequency that you align yourself to that name or to whatever you want to call. But what is standing out for me is Roberto. But I'm hearing he goes by many names because he goes by many names. It's not even the name, but today he feels like a Roberto. So if today you're calling me Roberto and tomorrow I'm hearing Cedric in, it doesn't matter. It's whatever you're aligning yourself. So whatever name you say and you align yourself, that is the energy of my male guardian angel. That is what you're connecting with and that's what you're having. But he'll go with Roberto because it's fun. And saying Roberto is just fun. And he wants you to remember the joy that's within your life as you are moving over from this very fastidious, organized, scheduled busy mom that's taking care of the house, the kids, the juggling, this. Like you are the center of your family and just taking care of everything, and which puts you on a big schedule. But he's drawing you back to the fun, and he's saying Roberto and just having fun with it. Roberto. So he's having fun as you think about that name, even though that might not be the name that you've heard before. But today he's saying call him Roberto because because that's just fun and you need fun. So fun. That's what it's all about. Fun. And I'm seeing also for you to look at the Christmas season as from the eyes of your child, the child within you, your own kids, as you watch the kids and look at the Christmas stuff, do that within yourself as well. And look at the wonderment that's there. Really more so like the child within you. Look at Christmas within the child within you and look at the wonderment. I'm seeing there's a need for you to do that as well. So I hope that resonates. I like it. That is a lot of fun. Hi, Helena. Great to have you. So I'm just going to timestamp you here, Helena. I'm new to this, and I'd love to know if there's any kind of message for me. Yeah, totally, Helena. Thank you for being here. And immediately I'm getting your guides coming through, and they're just laughing. It's like they're like clapping, they're cheering. There's like confetti cannons going off, and they're celebrating you for your awakening. That you are finally taking the step to look further into this world that you've kind of looked from the sidelines, and you're starting to. It's almost like, so I can see the parade going through, and you've always been at the back of the crowd. But now this time you've kind of managed to force your way to the front of the crowd, closest to the parade. And you are, now there still is a barrier there, but you've stuck your foot on the parade route. And you're saying, like, I'm part of it. I'm now doing it. And they're laughing and celebrating that you're doing this, that you are beginning to look into really who you are outside of your mind and body, and really looking at yourself outside of the five senses. And I'm being told to take a look at the intuition development course. That's one of the playlists that's on my site to help you with your awakening. If there's anything that resonates there to help you along your ways for your awakening. But you are awakening, you're celebrating that. And they're just saying, enjoy the ride, have fun with it. This is really about creativity. It's about fun. It's about looking at yourself and going into the wonderment that's in there. Look at it with childlike eyes and the creativity, and just have fun with it and just explore. There's no right or wrong. Don't question yourself. Don't second guessing. If you're feeling something, check with your heart. Put your right hand, put it on your physical heart or your energetic heart, and breathe into it and feel the breath going into your heart and out of your heart. And as you breathe into it and find that rhythm, hold the question of if that resonates. Does this new thing that I'm looking at, does this book, does these angel cards that I have here, does this pendulum, does this rock, does this message coming through, does it resonate with me? So put your hand on your heart, breathe into it, begin to feel within your heart, and check with your heart on anything that you're getting. Because you have your body, you get a feeling within your body, which is something, a spark for you to look at. But there's also your mind, that is the niggling ego that's talking for you to look out. But really within, you want to find the truth about anything, going into your heart and feel it. Feel if it resonates for you. And that's what I'm getting for you, Helena, to move into a feeling state. Because as you do that, that's going to open you up. So yeah, love it. Love it, love it. Good, Angela. I'm glad that resonates. Hi, Sil. Okay, so for Silvana, and Silvana says, my granddaughter's 10th birthday on the 29th of this month. Does her Papa Bear have a specific message just for her? Hey, Barry. All right, I feel Barry is here. Papa Bear. And I always feel like he's doing a roar, and he's just kind of laughing, and he kind of has this. He's just kind of joking around. It might not be his true self, but he's presenting himself. He's got this bear costume on with the big fluffy ears, and he's coming out and he's going roar, and he's just kind of laughing and joking about it. Okay, so what's the message for your granddaughter? His message is to hold on to the wonderment. There's very clear. Hold on to the wonderment of Christmas, of the magic, because she's moving as she's entering into that 10-year-olds, that pre-tween movement, and she's beginning to be a little bit more conditioned, I guess is the word, because I get the feeling that she is an old soul in there. She's very curious and creative, but as she's transitioning and moving from this 10-year-old and going into this preteen years, that the hardening is going to beginning as you get conditioned by your environment of, looking good and the friends and wanting to be part of certain cliques and whatnot. And there's this message and the need to stay within that childlike state. But remember that it's okay to go to those starts and find yourself and discover yourself into young womanhood that she's entering into. There's also the reminder to stay the child, to have fun still. Even though, like, I think most 10-year-olds are pretty fun, but she's an old soul. So there's this, he's showing this wonderment and some sparkles and twinkles, and for her to see that curiosity, which is more for you, to Silvana, to facilitate. So as you see that little twinkle in the snow or that sparkle, you're going to direct your granddaughter, and you're going to say, hey, look at that sparkle, and go look at the snow. And as you look at the sparkling that are happening on the snow, to direct it, say, oh, that's cool. That's not just light reflecting. There's, oh, what do you feel that is? What do you think? I'm kind of feeling that got Papa Bear is here, that there's your grandfather's here. And do you feel him? Or even using it as gnomes or fairies or whatever it is, but using that as an example and having her look at the sparkling snow and having her discover, like, what do you see? Like, oh, no. Well, I see the light coming off the snow. No. What do you really see? And using that as an opportunity to see the wonderment within the snow. And that's what I'm getting for you, Silvana, is to, he wants you to share the wonderment, and you're going to see certain events and opportunities more, some sparkling little twinkles, something out of the side of your eye. So to continue the wonderment within her, so she'll continue to remember this as an exploration as she gets older. She's always going to remember this moment with you. Yeah, that's what I'm getting for you. I hope that resonates, because that's really, really cool. Animation. You're welcome all. You are welcome. Hello, Wendy. Hi, Dee. Beautiful. Okay, so Dee, I'm coming to you now with your question. And D, 25. So D says, One time you said, I see 69 because balance is within me and not out. Can you explain more? Thank you. Okay, D. Can we get an explanation on 69 and the balance? So he's showing me that you're at this age where it is all about the peer pressure of family, and the peer pressure of family and culture is to be all proper and prim and follow the rules of culturally to save face. And as you do that, there's expectations of you to have a good professional job. But the balance is that when you think about the professionalness of you, whether it's a doctor, a lawyer, or whatever it might be, but there also is, if you just love flowers and you love arranging flowers and being that, it doesn't mean that you cannot be the best that you can be and being a professional within there. So that it might not be the path that your family or culture expects of you, that you can still find balance becoming a professional within something more creative, because that's what's in your heart. And that your family and the people around you, they might want you to be the doctor or the lawyer or whatever it might be, but there's also there also is, once they see you how professional you are and how good you are in any of the creative aspects that you want to pursue, and I'm getting the feeling of creativeness for you, flowers or photography or the capturing of beauty, that you will be so professional about it and you're going to do that so well that they're going to see that, yes, this is also being culturally, it might not be like one of the sciences, but you're a professional within that you are well revered within that. So this is what they mean by balance within there, is that you can find balance within everything. And even that is your work-life balance, having enjoyment in even if you're immersing yourself in your studies, it also means to take time and have fun in your meditations and your creative projects, your creative aspects, the time that you spend with friends. Balance is everything. So it's okay for people to be serious and do what they need to do, but it's also okay to have fun, because what you find in the fun, what people don't realize, is that as you're pursuing the sciences and these roles that are considered professional, the science aspects is that without the creativity, you're going to lose out on problem solving. So you need the creativity aspects of your life in order to be creative in your problem solving in the professional aspects that you have. So the balance of whatever direction that you go, so whatever, even if you do become doctor, lawyer, professional of any sort, that you have that creative balance within you, and that's going to help you solving the more difficult problems, because that is the creative aspect part of your brain that you need, even though much of this is coming in from your higher self. And that's where your awakening and your meditations come through, to connect with your higher self, with which is a lot of the answers that you get through. But it's also the creative process that's happening within that helps you connect with spirit and your higher self even more. That's cool. I hope that helps, Dee, because that's a really good message for all of us. We all need that. Okay, so I'm coming to Doc. I'm doing well, Doc. Okay, Doc. Yeah, you're definitely welcome. So let me come to Doc. Oh, let me get out of there. I'm going to come to Facebook. And Doc, I'm copying this to clipboard. And I'm coming out over Messenger. And Doc. There you are, Doc. Okay. Join me live. There's the link. Hey, Doc, if you are still on, I've just sent you the link over Messenger. And yeah, totally. Come on. Let me see if you're still here. Okay, and I lost my spot. There it is. Okay, and I'm just waiting. If Doc comes on, Doc says, like, to do something for me. Cool. I'll take it. Animation. Hello, beautiful. Okay, I'm just time stamping you, animation. 24:45. Image says, I keep hearing that a guy I've met in my complex is the man I will spend the rest of my life with. There is a push from him. Can you see or feel anything around this? Oh, cool. Okay, cool. Doc, I see you in the background there, so I'll bring you on as soon as I channel my message for animation, if that's okay. Thank you. Okay, so animation, I see you. What's the relationship with this guy? Yeah, I'm feeling the potential that you can possibly have this relationship with this man. So where's the hesitation? I'm feeling there's the hesitation even within yourself, that that there's a trusting and a believing. So there's a need for you to go into the feeling state of connecting energetically with this man. And as you align yourself in meditation to this person's frequency, as you do that animation, I feel to go through the different feeling states that you might have. So go through what it'd be like to feel them around you, to be sitting with them, to seeing, touching, hearing, kissing, and go through the expressions of love in your meditations, and to strengthen that connection. And even though that you're actually going to strengthen that connection within yourself, it is going to vibrationally match yourself against him as well, to connect yourself into his energy. So you'll very well will do this within you if this is something that you want. But you almost find that within your meditation that you might actually see that, well, maybe I don't want to be with this person. But it really is opening yourself up and opening your heart, and connecting with him at a heart level to see just how much you connect with. That's what I'm seeing for you, animation. So this is something that you can manifest. Can you give me some more? Will she be with this? If this is something you want and this is something you're going to be putting your energy towards, it can happen. Just keep your energy on that connection and it will happen. Even if you don't do this other stuff that this one just said, you will align yourself to that frequency if this is your choice. This is what you want to do. You can do this. So yeah, no right or wrong here. Just align yourself to the energy and you will do it. So that is great. Okay, so I'm going to timestamp Doc here so people can see his message. So let's welcome Doc to the stream. Hey, Doc.
Hi, Khan. Hi. Hello. Thank you for the impromptu request. Okay, Khan, this is for you. Okay, I just want to tell you how much we all appreciate what you're doing. And what I'd like is everybody in the audience, after I count to 3, is to send Khan a huge amount of love. Okay, everything they've got in them. So take your time, just settle down, folks. This is the Khan show. But most importantly, this is now sending love to Khan after 3. We'll do it for 5 seconds. 2, 3. Let's go for it.
The hell, Doc?
There we go. Thank you all very much.
Dude.
And on that note, I'll pass you over to Khan.
Thanks, Doc. Thanks, everybody.
That's all right. That's okay. Thanks.
Oh
right,
my
bye.
gosh.
See you.
That was beautiful. Thanks, brother.
Cheers.
Oh, Doc. Thanks, everybody. That was, I think you did it on purpose. And I know we did. And I thank you. And I love you guys. I really do appreciate that. Thanks, everybody. That's so sweet. Oh, I totally felt that. You made me cry again. Jeez. And that's okay. For all the guys out there, all the people that are emotionally blocked, that's part of what being human is. Good tears, good laughter, good sex. That's what Buddha says. It's all good. Keep it on there. All right. So, Wendy, I am coming to you. And let me adjust that. That was 40. And Wendy asked, Wendy V, add that. Wendy V, if I can get a message for a decision on moving to a family home out of state. Okay. Moving out of state for Wendy. Is this a good move for Wendy and the family? I'm feeling warmth, Wendy. I'm getting the feeling of moving to Florida. And I don't know if you asked me this before or somebody else did, but I'm getting the feeling of moving to Florida, even Texas, somewhere warm, a little bit more open-minded. Is this a good move? It really feels on the fence for me. It is, but it's leaning more towards yes, moving to Florida. But after we ask the question, is this going to be a good something for the entire family? It really is of what people make of it. So I feel there's going to be frustrations when people do move out of state, that there's a loss, and some people might not be ready for it. But that's not really what it's about. It is about what's best for you, and you being the nucleus of the family. As long as you're around and you're happy, that's what's more important. If you're not happy, then you have a choice to either get happy by going into a feeling state and changing the energetic frequency and releasing the emotions around the hesitation of not moving, or aligning yourself to the state that you're in. But I'm getting there is going to be an adjustment period, that if you do move, that it would be a good thing, but this isn't like a big resonating, yes, it is. Yeah, it'd be okay. It wouldn't be a bad thing. Because it really isn't about the outside of where you are. It's about who you are inside. And aligning yourself to the frequency that's within you, your higher self, the being that's within you, Wendy. And when you realize that, you realize it's not even about the people around you. It's not even about where you are. It helps. The warmth will help you. You'll love the warmth. You'll love the feeling of the warmth around you. But you're also going to find, I can see you hitting the summertime, and it's like, holy crap, is it hot? So, and you'll be asking, and then you'll be bitten by like these big mosquitoes, and you're like, why did we move here? But regardless of where you move to, there is going to be a physical and mental adjustment that happens. But as long as you align yourself into your true self within your heart, it will catch up. So this isn't a big resounding yes, but the idea of moving is always, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. You can get through with it. You'll be fine. As long as you go into your heart and adjust it, you'll be fine. You can give her something a little bit more definitive. No, because I feel you're waffling as well. So the definitive answer isn't there either. So this really goes into your feeling state about your own self. So the waffling is what you're creating. So there's a need to really go into your heart, and maybe as you go into meditation, feel yourself at that place. What does it feel like to be walking into the new home? The energy of the people in the neighborhood, the energy when you go shopping. It really is about aligning yourself with the energy all around you, and experiencing that through your meditation to see whether that's a good thing or not. So that's what I'm getting for you, Wendy. Yeah, that's what I'm getting for you. I hope that that resonates for you. Yay, a little bit of spammers. Someone said to me, you made it when you start getting spam. All right, spam, love it. All right, Mahi. And I'm going to timestamp Mahi. Let me know what you guys are thinking about me just timestamping compared to showing names on the screen. I'd love your feedback and opinion on for those that are there. Okay, Mahi is asking, would like to hear what my angels want me to know. Okay, what does Mahi need to hear right now, angels? Mahi, I'm feeling the need to let go. So yeah, I'm getting the feeling that you're hanging on by a thread, but not necessarily in turmoil or anything else. It's more to your awakening and your abilities of tuning into your awakening. You're hanging on by a thread with your old 3D self, your sensory self, and you're questioning everything that's coming in through you. You are opened up. You're opened up quite nicely, but you're also hanging on to that real 3D self yourself. And they're saying you're hanging on by a thread to let that go. It's time to cut the cord that is there to your old self, and you're really going to be having your expansion and opening. I mean, it's over in the next couple of weeks, like during this December timeframe. This great awakening that's happening for you, and I'm feeling a real shift on New Year's. New Year's Jan 1 is the beginning of for you to contemplate what you want to do. But the real shift and change within yourself is spring. And spring is your new awakenings, it's new beginnings. But the idea of beginning your shift, and so this is planting the seed. Come January 1, you're really going to start contemplating what you really want for yourself, and allow that contemplation to happen during the end of winter. And as spring begins to emerge, that is the new beginnings where you're going to put all these feelings into effect and allow that to happen. So know that you are holding on by a thread. The seed is being planted to really, what do you want in your awakening? How can you see yourself? How do you feel yourself? How do you feel yourself helping others and yourself? And the messages that you'll be getting and the guidance that you'll be getting for yourself. Do you really want it, or do you want to rely on asking others to get messages for you? So this is what I'm hearing for you, Mahi, to allow the seed to be planted and allow your spiritual shift to be happening within you as well. So that's what I'm getting for you. I hope that resonates. Oh, I'm pretty sure that's mistletoe behind you. Give much smooches to Rita. I will. I'll mistletoe. Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna have a laugh here. I'll have to make sure my video camera's off when I give my wife a smooch. There's always lots of smooches every day for my wifey. I love her. Thanks, Angela. Mistletoe. My gosh, she's hilarious. My wife's a bit of a prankster too. Marie says, when my guardian dragons come in, I feel lots of heat all over my back. Really powerful energy. Very cool. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, Grace says, thanks. That's a cool name and great message too. So correct. I'm so used to being serious about everything and accomplishing whatever I put my mind to. Try to become more receptive. Cool. Like it. Marie. Michelle says, sweet. Hi, Marjorie. Hey, Mary. Grace says, Karen, it's cool. I felt Cedric's energy really strong while listening to his message. Awesome. I love it. And Michelle says, I like names on screen. That's my vote. Cool. So I have one vote. So far the lead is to show names on screen. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that. And Marie says, that was definitely the reason I moved to New York City. I am now following my heart. I love every moment I'm living in Colorado. Ryan's not quite awake yet. So no, he wouldn't ask for a message. Thank you. Awesome. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Thank you. Ingrid says that resonates. I love it. Okay, so now I got Marie F. Oh, it's Madeline. Okay. And 39, 20. Hello, beautiful Madeline. Does my team or Archangel Erik have a message for me? Been feeling much in my heart. Decisions to be made for my husband. Tough time for him. It's his dad's birthday too today. Okay, so lots going on. Erik, come in, please. Okay. Message for Erik. Feeling much in her heart. Decisions to be made for her husband. Tough time for him. And his dad's birthday too. Okay, let's start with the message for Madeline. Madeline, I'm feeling the heaviness within you. And I feel you are, of course, and this is expected, you're taking on the heaviness of your husband. Because of course you're so connected and you're connected to everyone within your family, but you're feeling the heaviness within your husband. And I'm feeling the best way that you can support him is to shift your energy. Shift your energy into making decisions. So as in making decisions easily. So there is a feeling and emotion behind the feeling of making decisions, and you've made the decision, and this is the right decision, and this is a decision from the heart. So I'm getting the feeling for you to align yourself into that frequency and energy. So go into your meditation and align yourself with the feeling and the energy of, I've made a decision, and this is the good decision, and this is the right decision, and I feel good about the decision. And as you align yourself into that frequency and energy, this will align your husband into there, because of course you are connected, and you're both loving with each other, you care about each other, and of course whatever happens within you is happening within him. So I'm getting the need to shift yourself into that vibrational frequency of making a decision and making it a right decision. And that's what I feel for you, Madeline. Anything else that you want to say? Anything specifically for the husband and making a decision? He's very much in his head, is what I'm getting. So he is, there's that old school indoctrination that's within him, that providing for the family, and he needs to provide for the family. So making a shift and adjustment away from that, he feels like it's almost like an early retirement feeling that I'm getting, that if he takes that early retirement, that he's letting his family down because he's no longer providing. But the real measure there, what he has to know is that, you're providing all this time. Look at your house. So you have this beautiful house. Your cars are taken care of. The house is taken care of. The kids are great. The kids are really grown. They don't need you anymore. They are adults. They are young adults. They don't need you anymore in that sense. You don't have to take care of them in that sense anymore. Because in order for them to become adults as well, they need to be able to walk the walk. They need to scrape their knees. So you don't have to do everything for them. You've done that already. So now, even if you look at your retirement and the savings that you have and what you have within the household, that really is enough for you to be satisfied. And that's the hardest shift that men have as they can contemplate retirement, that they're going to be letting the family down. So Madeline, I'm seeing there's a need for you to let them know that, hey, we'll be fine. Let's look at our finances. Everything's fine. You've done enough already. I want you. I want to spend time with you. You want to spend time with me. Because that is something that's happening with as men and when they get older. Women become much more confident with themselves. There's like, I've taken care of my family every day. I've fed you. I've wiped your butts. I've wiped your noses. I've done all this for so long. It's time for me. So as women get older, they tend to turn into themselves and take care of themselves more and let other people take care of themselves. Men, traditionally, they have been taking care of the family financially. They've been working, which is, you think about the hunter-gatherer. The gatherers are typically close to home, and the hunters are going out and hunting. And this is what the feeling of men traditionally is hunting, because women are nurturers and they're connected with all the family members, which is typically why they stay at home and why that role has always been that way. Because you're just more awake and open. Men are very much tunnel vision, and we think work, and that was me for a very long time, and I'm still learning my lessons. But your husband is going through a transitional shift himself, and as men get older, it's like, I'm forgetting my family. I want to spend time with the kids, but now they want to spend time with the kids, and the kids are like, Dad, I want to go spend time with my friends. I want to go explore myself. I want to become an adult now. And they don't want to spend time with dad anymore. and dad is losing testosterone, and he wants that emotional connection, and mom wants to do her own thing. She wants to find her own self-empowerment and discovery. Men are trying to attach themselves more to mom. So there's this shift that's happening within our households as women are becoming more empowered, men are becoming more loving and want that, but it's almost like it's too late. So this is what we call that midlife crisis, and they start questioning a lot of things. So the need for him to go into his heart and to know, Madeline, that you are here with him, even though you're going to be doing your own thing, we can do things together. He can join you in doing these things. You can go for the walk together. We can do some of the spiritual stuff and really see who you are and fall in love with, Madeline 2.0, 3.0, 4.0. You both have changed to become different people many times over the course of your marriage and life. And this is just another transition, and you've done it before and you're doing it together. And it's going to be great. So this is just going to align yourself with the future. So considering retirement, it's not a bad thing. Help him get out of his head and get into his heart, into really what he feels about shifting away from the traditional role into a more nurturing, loving role, and being okay with not providing for the family. And I'm going to top that off as his dad comes in, and I'm feeling the higher self as a father coming through. And the higher self as a father is very much old school. And the higher self is acknowledging everything that we've said here as well, that it falls in line with that. That this is one of the biggest lessons that men need to learn, especially older men and old school men, that's a big lesson for them. So I hope that resonates. Thank you. Thank you for that. Okay, Angela, I see you here. 110. Yeah, I can definitely squeeze you in. Okay, so Angela, and this is number 2 for Angela, 4639. So Angela says, second question. My heart has been a bit heavy for this holiday season, particularly regarding my brother. Any advice or message? Your brother is on, Angela. So your brother's on his own path of discovery right now. He's on a transitional turmoil that he is right now. That he's going through his own awakening, but he is. I get the feeling that he feels that he's going crazy to have these feelings, and he has the people that are around him and the news that he's watching, the people that he's watching, is keeping him into this level of fear. And as he is feeling this the pressure on him, which is what's supposed to be happening on the world right now, a lot of pressure for those who are awakening. It's meant to awaken you, and that's what he's going through. So he's having an early awakening, his awakening now. And in that awakening, it may look like he is not himself. It's because he's not. He's shifting, and it's okay. It's almost for you to hold space for him, allow him to vibrate and shift within here, to let him know that, you love him no matter what, that you are holding that space. Even if your relationship hasn't really been the strongest, he needs to hear that message that, you know what, I've been going through my own shifts, that I'm really questioning whether I'm crazy or not. But I want you to know that no matter what happens, you're my brother and I love you. And really holding on to him and saying, I love you. And watch him squirm and let him squirm. And then just allow him to squirm and just watch him with loving heart, and just allow him to be all weird and queasy and different, and let him know that it's okay, because that you went through the same thing as you went through your awakening, and that this is what it is, that there's a shift between, you don't want to live in fear anymore. And you can use those terms like, I don't want to live in fear anymore. I want to just be happy and be peaceful. So I've stopped listening to everyone else and I'm just listening to myself. And you can almost plant that seed within him that all is okay. All is okay. And you can ask him the question, like, what does love feel like in your heart? What are you feeling in your heart? Forget about what's going on in your head. What are you feeling in your heart? And begin him to ask that question, a feeling question within him. So what do you feel in your heart? If you do get that quiet moment, and he's open and receptive to it, you can even say it, leave it, and just drop that bomb and walk away. What do you feel in your heart? Because I'm feeling a little weird and I needed to feel in order to understand what was going on and get out of my head. I need to feel. And that's what it's a work in progress for me. So that's what I'm getting for you, Angela, to shift your energy and frequency to that. I hope that resonates. Hello, Rita, my beautiful wife. Okay, Rita is asking, Ashley and I would love to know about our past life together and what our mission in this life together. Oh, okay, a cool question. Okay, who's coming in? Rita and Ashley. I'm seeing that you guys were sisters, and it's almost like a Hansel and Gretel type scenario I'm seeing. It's like deep woods, Germany, and in there you were sisters, and the two of you would skip hand in hand into the wilderness, and I can see you picking mushrooms and herbs, and you were almost like the witches. Not the witches. It's the wrong word. You were the mystical, magical healers, and you were very much fairy type energy. So you were in the woods, and you connected with the fairy and the fae and nature, and because that's who you are fundamentally. You are earth protectors. You're ones to take care of the planet and the earth and nature and animals and everything that belongs with it. And as you're picking the leaves and the herbs, you're asking for permission before you do it. It very much is that fundamental energy of American Indian. You're not American Indian, but it's that energy of respecting the land and the earth, and everything is provided to you with abundance. And you are specifically working with the nature in the forest energy. It's not as forest gods and Celtic energy. And in there, again, you're picking the herbs. I'm seeing you're making ailments. It's a lot of homeopathic type stuff, ancient herbs and ancient remedies. And I see you going out into the villages and helping people. So I see that there is a collaboration that wants to continue in this lifetime, where there is using the knowledge of herbs and awakening. And I'm getting, Rita, that you are the more practical side. You're really good at talking to people who are on the cusp of awakening, because you speak very practically and common sense. And then Ashley is very knowledgeable on the herbs and the nature type stuff, which you have your own piece, but her energy and your energy tend to complement each other. That you're able to, so Rita, you're addressing it on the common sense level, narrowing it down into very easy ways. And Ashley is very knowledgeable on the actual herbs and mushrooms and the medicinal side of it, that you're able to take her knowledge and you're able to condense it into a very easy to understand method, especially for those who are just awakening. And that is the collaboration that I'm seeing now, that the both of you helping others with this type of collaboration. So how specifically, what can they specifically do? I'm almost seeing that doesn't even matter, that's going to unfold itself in the new year, early first quarter new year, of what you're going to be doing together in there. I'm also seeing some like a property up north as well, because Ashley is very familiar with property, and that's up further up north from where we are. And I can see you having your greenhouses and the medicinal herbals that you're going to be creating and cultivating, and the essential oils that you'll create from these different herbs, and the healing pieces that you do with here, and being able to explain this to those that need it most. That's all they're sharing with me right now, but just know that is your connection, that there's more to come, and more will be revealed in the coming months, in the new year, in the springtime specifically. I'm feeling that is your new awakening. So that's what I'm getting between you guys. You were past life sisters, and you're continuing your message into this life. Yes, Roberto, Karen. This is crazy. I've always, since I was a child, had a connection with that name, Robert. I don't associate with anyone either. So say Roberto, it's perfect for me to be like. Awesome. Love that. Love that. Love that. You're welcome, Helena. And you are welcome, Marivic. Sweet messages. Love it. Feel young at heart. Yeah, you are young at heart. You know that. Karen says, I used to wear a ring with a big R for Robert engraved on it, but knowing no Roberts in this earthly existence. Oh, cool. It was a spoon ring, so still have it. Oh, cool. I'm hearing, yeah, he's like, wear it. I like that. D says, resonates. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome, Silvana. Barry will most definitely be the fun guy in the bear costume. Good. I have all next week with my grandkids. Just need the snow for the sparkles. Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. You are welcome, Mary. You're very welcome. Hi, Carolyn. Hello, Katie of the Moon. You are welcome, Animation. Sending you love. Open up my crown of heart. Oh, I feel that too, Animation. I love you, hon. Love you, Mary. You're beautiful. Okay, so Katie, getting to the end here. So Katie of the Moon and Katie. 53. Katie says, what spirit animals are around me that are currently working with me? Oh, cool. Okay. What spirit? Oh, why are you doing that to me? So, Katie, I'm feeling wilderness type energy around you. So I'm seeing the bear, I'm getting the wolf, but I'm also getting like the great heron, great blue heron around you. That there is, the power of the bear, the cunningness of the wolf that's able to sniff out and see and sense, and the stoicness of the blue heron, and the patience of what the blue heron has within you. So I feel that this is the energy that's within you right now as you cultivate a new being within you, as you align yourself to the new energetic feeling within you of who you are and who you are becoming. So there's an alignment that's happening within you. And these spirit animals are very much with you. And I just saw a mouse run in. So the mouse is the ability to survive off the littlest thing. It doesn't need much. It lives within like a 10-meter radius of where it's born. So it lives and dies within there. And it only needs to snack on a few things. It doesn't eat a lot, So I'm getting that even for you, that you are all of these spirit animals. They're all within you, and they're cultivating, and you're just so much more than what you've been pigeonholed to think what you are. You're so much more than that, and you know that. But these animals are with you to help you with your awakening on these other pieces, and you're doing it. You are doing it, and these are just the animals that are with you currently to help you with this growth. So that's what I'm getting. Thank you for asking. Hi, YY. Glad you're here. Marie, you are very welcome. Resonates with me. I have faith that this will work out. All the best. Yes, divine timing. It'll all work out. And Angela, you are very welcome. Oh, good. I'm glad that resonates. I'm glad. Karen says, I walked into my room and it jumped off the pile of jewelry. I'm still unpacking. I'm wearing my R ring now. It fits perfect from 1974 year. Wow. Very cool. I love that. I love that. Well, folks, that was it. So this was my last show for this year. On Sunday nights, or Sunday to Thursday night, which is Monday to Friday, 12:15 Eastern Standard Time, I am practicing Guardian Angel practice. That if anyone wants to join our group and practice along as we bring in our guardian angels or any entities that we want to align ourselves with, I'm doing that now. So that happens at midnight. So watch the replay or join live if you feel compelled to. And all I ask is, like and share if you feel that people are going to resonate with you. And I only got one vote for people liking the names being shown on, and no one said anything otherwise. So when I return in the new year, when is that? That will be I think it's the second Friday in the new year. I'm just going to take a quick look. No, the first Friday. So the first Friday of the new year, which is the 7th, I'll be back for channeling messages for the new, for all this. So much love. Thank you, everyone. And thank you for sharing the love earlier. I really do appreciate the energy that comes here. And to have yourself a great weekend, and sending you much love. Bye, all.